Don't start your day without your devotion. Follow us on the 6 podcast for a refreshing Bible devotion. Good morning. You're welcome to the 6 podcast. It's an audio devotion set to bless your life and to get you started on your daily activities. I'm your host, Etim Jeremiah, and congratulations to everyone that have been following. We are through with Mathew 22. And by the grace of God, today we'll be starting with Mathew 23. So, if the messages have been a blessing to you, please do well to share with friends and family members so that they themselves will be blessed. So we proceed. Matthew 23. Then Jesus said to the crowd and to his disciples, "The teacher of religious law and the Pharisees are the official interpreter of the law of Moses. So practice and obey what they tell you, but don't follow their example, for they themselves they don't practice what they teach. They crush people with unbearable religious demands and never lift a finger to ease the burden. Everything they do is for show. On their arms they wear extra wide prayer boxes with scripture verses inside, and they wear robes with extra long tassels, and they love to sit at the head table at banquets and in the seats of honor in the synagogues. They love to receive respectful greetings as they walk in the marketplace, and to be called Rabbi. Don't let anyone call you Rabbi, for you have only one teacher, and all of you are equal as brothers and sisters. And don't address anyone here on earth as Father, for only God in heaven is our spiritual Father. And don't let anyone call you teacher, for you have only one teacher, the Messiah. The greatest among you must be a servant. But those who exalt themselves will be humbled, and those who humble themselves will be exalted. What sorrow awaits you, teachers of religious law, and you Pharisees, hypocrites, for you shut the door of the kingdom of heaven in people's face. You will not enter into it yourself, and you block others that want to enter with your arguments. What sorrow awaits you, teachers of religious law, you Pharisees and hypocrites, for you cross land and sea to make one convert, and after then you turn that person into twice the child of hell you are yourself. Blind guides, what sorrow awaits you? For you say that it means nothing to swear by God's temple, but it is binding to swear by the gold in the temple. Blind fools, which is more important, the gold or the temple that makes the gold sacred? And you say to swear by the altar is not bad, but to swear by the gift on the altar is wrong. How blind! For which is more important, the gift on the altar or the altar that makes the gift sacred? When you swear by the altar, you are swearing by it and by everything on it. And when you swear by the temple, you are swearing by it and by God who lives in the temple. And when you swear by heaven, you are swearing by the throne of God and by God who sits on the throne. 23. What sorrow awaits you, teachers of religious law, and you Pharisees and hypocrites, for you are careful to tithe even the tiniest income from your herbs garden, but you ignore the most important aspect of the law, justice, mercy, and faith. You should tithe. Yes, you should tithe. But do not neglect the more important things. Blind guides. You strain your water so you won't accidentally swallow a gnat, but you swallow a camel. What sorrow awaits you, teachers of religious law, and you Pharisees, you hypocrites? For you are so careful to clean the outside of the cup and the dish, but inside you are filthy, full of greed and self-indulgence. You blind Pharisee, first wash the inside of the cup and the dish, then the outside will become clean too. What sorrow awaits you, you teachers of religious law and Pharisees and hypocrites? For you are like whitewashed tomb, beautiful in the outside, but filled on the inside with dead people's bones and all sorts of impurity. Outwardly, you look righteous. Outwardly, you look like righteous people, but inward, your hearts are filled with hypocrisy and lawlessness. What sorrow awaits you, teachers of religious law and Pharisees and hypocrites? For you build tombs for the prophets your ancestors killed, and you decorate the monuments of the godly people your ancestors destroy. Then you say, if we had lived in the days of our ancestors, we would never had joined them in killing the prophets. But in saying that, you testify against yourself that are in need, the descendant of those who murder the prophets. Go ahead and finish what your ancestors started. Snakes, sons of vipers, how will you escape the judgment of hell? Therefore, I am sending you prophets and wise men and teachers of religious law, but you will kill some by crucifixion, and you will flog others with whips, and in your synagogue, chasing them from city to city. As a result, you will be held responsible for the murder of all godly people of all times, from the murder of righteous Abel to the murder of Zechariah, son of Baracha, whom you killed in the temple between the sanctuary and the altar. I tell you the truth, this judgment will fall on this very generation. O Jerusalem, the city that kills the prophets and stones God's messengers, how often I have wanted to gather you, your children together, as a hen protects chicks beneath her wings, but you will not let me. And now look. Okay, you will not let me. And now look. Whom you killed in the temple between the... Okay. Sorry. For I tell you, you will never see me again until you say blessings on the one who comes in the name of the Lord. May the Lord bless his word in our hearts. I just decided to read the whole of 23, so I will not go done with it. Okay, quickly. You see, Jesus Christ was talking about the teachers of the religious law and all their kinds of behavior, the Pharisees and the Sadducees, of how their outward appearance, they do what they do for a show, and the inside is filthy and is dirty. they themselves, they will not enter into the kingdom of heaven. And those that want to enter, they block them with their arguments. Now Jesus Christ is talking about those set of persons who claim they know the Bible, and as a result of that, they can use the Bible in justifying their wrongdoings. Jesus Christ was talking about that. And also, he talked about that they are the keeper of the law of Moses, but they should not, and they should not be emulated in the way they live their life, but they should take the correction. The words, what they teach is okay, but the way they live is quite different from what they teach. So everything they do is for a show. Their outward appearance looks so righteous, but inward they are filthy and unrighteous. Now this should be related to our day-to-day activities. How do we live our life? Do they know us in the church where you attend, as a Christian, as a born-again person? Do they know you as one who is so calm and quiet? You're such a wonderful sister, such a wonderful brother. But behind closed doors where nobody can see you, the kind of life you're living is so appalling that God himself cannot just look onto you, cannot just look on you at that particular point in time, because you are so filled with sin. Yes, in as much as the inward appearance is important, so also the outward appearance. So this does not mean you say, oh, I'm clean inside, and what I do inside does not really matter. What I do inside is what matters. So how I put on my clothes, how I dress does not really concern anybody, as long as I know I'm not doing bad, I'm not sinning, I'm living a good life inside. So what I wear outside or how I behave outside does not really mean. It means the inward appearance and the outward appearance, both to God and man, is important. You may say, oh, my inside is clean. I know I'm not fornicating. I know I'm not following any boy or any opposite sex. But what you are putting on is causing others to fall. That your clothes you're wearing that is so exposing that you feel does not concern anybody, that what is more important is the inside that matters. Little did you know that when you wear a clothes that expose your body, the sensitive part of your body that's supposed to be closed, you are causing another brother, another sister to fall. The scripture says that when you look at a woman lustfully in your heart, you've sinned. Now, the sin of fornication is not just a sin of an individual, just one person. The second person is involved. You open your body, you expose your body, and the opposite sex sees and he or she lusts after you. The both of you have sinned. The both of you have messed up. So we should not allow our freedom and our liberty to wear anything we feel like to wear cause another brother to fall. That's why the scripture says we should be our brother's keeper. We should be our brother's keeper. So please, today, I admonish us to be mindful and try as much as possible, by the grace of God, work on our spiritual man inside and our outward appearance. The inside and the outside is important. In as much as we are working on the outside, let's work on the inside. What we do behind closed doors are important. What do you do with your phone when nobody's